welcome back Jeff Juddkins to True Blue. It's good to see you. I've traveled many miles to do this interview.
That's right. You travel all over.
How do you feel about playing in a tournament? You remember back to the glory years when you played for the other team up in Salt Lake City?
I remember.
But just getting into the postseason, what's that like?
Well, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you work all year to try to get to it. The tournament's exciting, but the tournament's hard sometimes because the conference is for 2 to 3 months. And then all of a sudden you get in the tournament and somebody gets hot and they beat you. And in our league, it's a little bit different than some other bigger conferences, is that if we can get 2 teams in our league, that's really a positive thing, where some of the other conferences get 5 and 6. So if they lose a tournament, it's no big deal. But for us, it's important, but I know my team looks forward to it.
Well, who lives for this? Is it the fans, the players, or the coach? I don't think it's the coach per se.
The coach is last. I'd say fans are probably first, then players.
Here's how the regular season wrapped up. Second place at 14-4, 24-5 overall. Is this kind of how you figured it'd go with you and Gonzaga battling 1-2 and then everyone else?
Yeah, I thought we had the 2 best teams. And, I was hoping we'd be on top. We lost a couple games early in the conference, I think, that hurt us. And Gonzaga is a great team. You know, I told my team at the start of the conference that whoever wins it will lose no more than 3 games. And so I was pretty close. But we've been playing pretty well right now, and hopefully we can continue playing that way.
Seems to me that it doesn't really matter at this point who the 1 or 2 seed is, because everyone else is kind of about the same, aren't they?
Yeah, it is. I mean, both of us have to play a game on Friday, and then hopefully you get the semis. And really the top 5 teams in our conference this year are very close. I mean, maybe a few points here and there. And all of us have a lot of experience. We have seniors. So, you know, who knows? It's going to be you just don't know in this tournament.
Santa Clara Pepperdine will play Thursday. You get the winner. You swept both of them during the regular season. So that's who you will see on Friday. And then you see Pacific and Portland, the winner of that one. If you can advance, we'll meet you up on Monday. How do you like your stacking in the bracket?
I like it.
Yeah.
I think we could beat both those teams. We did it. We match up well with them. The last time we played Santa Clara, we didn't have Bailey. Santa Clara is probably the 3rd biggest team size-wise in our league, and so having Morgan will really help us. And then, of course, we get a day off. Well, really 2 days off for us. We get, if we win, we get Saturday off, so we can go cheer the men on, and then hopefully Sunday, you know, go to church and do what we need to do, and then prepare ourselves for that game on Monday. Do
you think you need to win this tournament to get to the NCAA tournament?
Personally, I don't think, no. I think we don't have to, but I think we have to do well in this tournament. We have to probably get in the finals. And if it's Gonzaga and us and they end up beating us, then I think we have a good chance. And I know if we beat them, they have a good chance. They've been ranked in the top 25 the whole year. And we've been in the top 30 for quite a bit of the season. So we'll see what happens.
Let's talk about your center, Jen Hampson. She forgoes volleyball, red shirts in volleyball, to give you her full attention. And then you turn her into the player of the year in the WCC and the defensive player of the year. The talent was always there. Was it just the focus for her of, I'm going to just do this sport right now, or what's the big difference?
Great coaching.
That's what I was leading you into that.
No, I think Jen focused on basketball and spent a lot of time and really understood the game better. She got in better shape, basketball shape. She got stronger. Her anticipation, both offensively and defensively, was amazing this year. You know, I think being around the team the whole year, where she wasn't kind of in and out, helped her leadership. And I think more importantly, Jen, you know, she's worked hard to get this point. You know, it's not like she just showed up yesterday and she became a good player. It's been a long process. We've really seen this. And what a dominating player. She wins MVP in basketball, MVP in volleyball. I mean, probably one of the greatest athletes BYU's had in a long, long time.
A lot of Cougar fans get a chance to see her in Las Vegas. There's one other senior in this group. Like the men, this is the no seniors on the men's team, just 2 on your squad. But Kim Beeston has really stepped up, and now as a dominant threat from the outside, gives you a great weapon.
Yeah, she's playing real well right now. She's shooting the ball. She tied the school record for 9 3-pointers in our road game.
Those are Jimmer numbers.
Yeah, those are Jimmer numbers.
Things.
And she really had 10. They called the moving a block on one of our players, and she made it. But she's playing well, playing a lot of confidence. You know, she's a leader on the floor. You know, when I lost Haley, that was a big question. Who's going to run this team? And I think Kim Beeston did a great job with that. And she made honorable mention all conference, which she deserved. Led the league in 3 points attempted and 3 points made. So had a great season for us.
Another key person in there, Lexi Eaton, making first team all conference as your leading scorer. You got a good team.
Yeah, Lexi kind of struggled early, but the last month and a half, she's really played solid. She scores, she defends. The other night I put her on the best player, which I wouldn't have done that the first of the year. Yeah. But she scored in so many different ways. Driving, jump shot, pull up, all those things. And so she made first team, which is now two years in a row for her. So she's done a great job.
Okay, we'll see you in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I got a few recommendations for dinner for you. I know
okay.
that place.
All right. Okay. You better let us know.